these recommendations, it's hard to really know what to say. It's really disappointing to see that this is where we're at now. The recommendation to scrap this review is mostly fine, but it also just points to the fact that it was really mostly a farce, and it was just intended to preserve the SRO program and back the board's inaction on community calls to suspend and end it. The findings of the TDSB that led them to act to suspend the program are not new. It's not a new revelation that the program was harmful to youth who are Black, Indigenous, youth of color, immigrants, undocumented, disabled, or who have mental health issues. You know, I'm part of a group that's heard from many white parents who are also concerned about the impacts of this program on their own children, witnessing their peers be surveilled or targeted or criminalized. And there's been many reports already that community members, youth, and parents have told this board about the issues of this program throughout the 10 years that it's been in place. The May board meeting was hours long. I know you remember being here for that entire time. You know, the board had the opportunity then to actually listen and take meaningful action on marginalized community voices. So, I mean, I'm very grateful and stand in solidarity with groups such as LAN, the LMTO, Education Not Incarceration, Educators for Peace and Justice, Jane Finch Action Against Poverty, and other groups who led the fight for this board to center students' experiences, especially those who are most marginalized. And we have to be grateful for the TDSB trustees who were courageous enough to take action to serve all students as their mandate necessitates. So, you know, this program is still being inconsistently implemented across the school boards. It was in the TDSB and it is still in the TCDSB. It's not in all schools. And we have to see the inherent racism in stationing police officers disproportionately in schools with higher numbers of racialized students. You know, I think the Toronto Catholic Board's continuation of this program is an overt disregard of the well-being of youth in the city who already do face barriers to accessing education and who already are criminalized and surveilled outside of their classrooms. I think that's a big failure, and this board still has the opportunity to take action against that. I mean, overall, you know, I get where this board and this police service is coming from, but I think that we need to reject the premise of programs that seek opportunities to humanize police officers in the eyes of students and to put that onus on students to build those relationships and have this positive image of police for students without the Toronto Police Service having to do the work of actually building that trust and actually committing to that within communities. I think that a program that centers the experiences of police officers over the needs and well-being of students and community has to be questioned. So I think this is why there's a degradation of trust between the board and this service across communities in this city. And so this isn't just a few groups like, you know, many of the board members here have stated that it's just a few groups that are against this program. It's actually, we're seeing more and more folks who are understanding that this isn't a program that's serving all students. So, you know, whether the TPS has any role in achieving an inclusive and safe culture can really be influenced by this board and its direction, but it seems like the board has really, in the past at least, chosen not to. So we can be really hopeful that the board will, you know, take what the TDSB has done and seen what the results of that review were and implement that going forward. So yeah, I really hope that the board will, you know, take that opportunity to make changes in the way that they couldn't before and center students' experiences, all students' experiences.